Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, Transvaal, South Africa. Growing up, he was brutally bullied. His unpleasant childhood led him to dream about one day being able to attain a better life in America. This is a story about how Elon Musk accomplished that goal, revolutionized the automobile and space industry, and became one of the world's most famous CEOs. Elon's negative childhood experience, plus his interest in technology, magnetized him to Silicon Valley. His opportunity to flee arrived with a change in the law that allowed his mother to pass her Canadian citizenship down to her children. That's when Elon decided that he was leaving for Canada. Once his ticket arrived, he left home for good and never looked back. Elon made this bold move just before his 18th birthday. He knew that it would be much easier to make it into the US through Canada than from South Africa. This move is an example of Elon's first key to success. No risk, no reward. Throughout his life, Elon has continuously invested millions of dollars in his business ideas. In 2008, Spacex was at the brink of bankruptcy after consecutive rocket launch failures. However, that did not hold him back and he continued investing his own money. If he hadn't taken risks or had not made the bold leap to leave home at 17, he wouldn't have had all the success that followed. Once in North America, Elon transferred universities 3 times. He went to Queen's University for a year, then transferred to Pennsylvania where he completed his bachelor's. He then went to Stanford for 2 days, but he dropped out to start Zip2 with his brother. Zip2 was essentially an early version of Google Maps. Elon worked day and night, sacrificing sleep to work as much as possible. Although he did not have much business experience, he was very knowledgeable and skilled because he worked twice as hard. Speaking from his own experience, Elon believes that if someone is working 40 hours a week, you should work 80 to 100, and you will accomplish in 6 months or less what would take someone else a year to do. This is a simple idea, but one that may sometimes be overlooked because it is not easy and not everyone is able to do it. It's all about time and work ethic. The time when others sleep is a daily opportunity to put in a few extra hours in to get a leg up. There's no shortcut to success. If it were easy and there were no sacrifices to be made, everyone would do it. Zip2 was eventually sold to Compaq for $307 million. Owning 7% of the shares, Elon received $22 million. Elon then invested $100 million to start X.com, an online payment system. X.com eventually merged with its competitor Confinity. Elon Musk became CEO after the merger, however, there was a power struggle. Elon thought X.com should be run on Windows rather than Linux. The co-founders and the board disagreed, and while Elon was on a flight to Australia for his honeymoon, he was ousted as CEO. X.com was then renamed to PayPal. Elon owned 11.5% of the shares and he kept $165 million once PayPal was sold to eBay. Elon then moved on to bigger things. He pondered over what would most likely affect the future because he wanted to be involved in the progress of mankind. That is when he moved on to SpaceX, Tesla, and SolarCity. His goal became to make mankind into a multi-planetary species and to popularize and make progress with alternative types of energy. Right now, Elon is the CEO of both Tesla and SpaceX and the chairman of SolarCity. His ideas with Tesla and SpaceX have seemed far-fetched. However, he has not failed to deliver the extraordinary. He has experienced adversity and bounced back from it. He has risked his fortunes and it has massively paid off. He is reinventing the cars we drive and is pushing the limits of space technology, surpassing NASA in both price and speed. Despite the critics for his ideas about commercial space flights and for making the first sexy electric sports car, the combination of his work ethic and his ability to dream big and then dream bigger than that has allowed Elon to prove his critics wrong time after time. Rule number 3 is to dream bigger than big. Think about it. If you're not able to dream or imagine what you want to accomplish or how to accomplish it, how will you ever possibly expect to do so? SpaceX wouldn't have succeeded if Elon didn't have the desire to always keep learning. Elon avidly reads books about aerodynamics and astrophysics. In the early days of SpaceX, he would bombard the engineers with questions about the designs they had made. The engineers would feel pressured as if they were being tested, when in reality, Elon was just trying to learn more from them. This then leads us to Elon's last key to success: boil things down to the truth. Elon went completely against the public's opinion about commercial space flights. Everyone would dismiss the idea because it was extremely expensive and complex. Elon boiled things down to the truth and seeked to find out what was required to make a rocket, and whether or not it was possible to make space flight cheaper. Elon discovered all the restrictions that NASA faced in the United States, which impeded the progress and innovation of space technology. SpaceX, not being tied down to the government's restrictions, has managed to drastically reduce the cost and is innovating space technology faster than any government or company in the world. They have recently made history by safely landing a rocket that will be able to be reused in a few months. By boiling things down, Elon created a multi-billion-dollar worth company that could make us a multi-planetary species in the foreseeable future. It is hard to predict if there's a limit on what Elon Musk is capable of doing. He has already proved to do what many critics define as impossible. Later this week, he is set to release a top new secret mission. It may seem far-fetched, like many of his previous. However, with his incredible work ethic, with his imagination, creativity, and audacity, Elon Musk knows how to accomplish the impossible. With these key ideas, Elon Musk completely transformed himself from the kid in South Africa who is bullied into a king of innovation in Silicon Valley and our real-life version of Iron Man.